Hi guys, welcome to the third video of my AI system design playlist. So guys, today we'll be talking about the choice of front-end framework. So guys, see, as you all know, right, we need to make some sort of front end. So usually during school days, people started with HTML, then slowly, people went to HTML, CSS. This was the bare minimum people used to do maybe 7, 8 years back. Then people had HTML, CSS, JS, right? Usually in colleges, people pick up these things, and these are very common things which are picked by almost everyone who's coming from a CS background. Then, guys, now we have React, we have Angular, and like obviously there might be some other JavaScript frameworks as well which are available, but mostly people use React and Angular. So React became very popular. Even I have a few friends who like have built their careers on React, so React is pretty much popular. But exactly, guys, see, you need to understand few things. That one is that what kind of a app you are making, what is the scale of that app, and thirdly, who is the end user. So let's say, guys, you want to create a product that would be there in the wild, or perhaps you would have maybe like 100, 200, 500,000 users. Let's say you want to build a product and it's going to be used by that many people. Then obviously, guys, neither Streamlit will work, neither Chainlit will work, neither Gradio will work. You can pick up on these three things, right? So these are exactly JavaScript based frameworks. So you can choose React, you can choose Angular, or you can choose JavaScript. Now a question is that, sir, I don't know React, Angular, or JavaScript. Guys, there are only two solutions to that. Either you learn it if you want to do it everything by your own, or the second thing is use the AI tools. So obviously, in order to build MVPs and quick simple presentations, use AI tools. Even I use AI tools all the time. Whenever I need an interface, I usually go by simple JS based interface. But yes, over time, guys, if you want to really like do a lot of state management, session management, have a very dynamic rendering, then you guys usually JavaScript becomes a little complicated, and you can try it out, guys. All AI tools are in the wild. I mean, I haven't used a lot of O1 and O3 specifically for coding purposes, but rest I have used, and right now I completely like use Sonnet 3.5. So to me, it seems it's the best model in coding. Yes, I know that O1 and O3 beat 3.5 Sonnet on coding benchmarks, but like O1 and O3 are based on like the uh, test time, inference, compute, scaling, and I don't think Claude 3.5 Sonnet is based out of it. So it's a little light, and it just gives you the response more quickly. But guys, whenever you're building something like at an industry level, so you need to go by some sort of JavaScript framework only. And guys, it's okay, mostly you'll choose, you 90% you'll go with React only, or some other framework of JS. Most people today are using React only or some other framework of JS, so that would be your team thing which you can take a call on. But guys, let's say you want to show an ML app, right? So guys, you can use Gradio. Let's just see how, what kind of interface Gradio offers. So see, guys, if you're able to see that here, what you can do is that like let's say Airbnb map, right? So you can like set up, let's say, the minimum maximum thing, and then you can have maps. You can even download the plot. So you're able to see, guys, this is very much similar, I would say, to Streamlit app. So if you would have used Streamlit, if you would even go to the website of Streamlit, I just want to show you what features, like at looking at one interface, you can get a lot of things, guys. I personally have used Streamlit a lot, and it's very easy to use, guys. You just, let's say, if you click on generative AI, right? So build a chatbot, right? So they have already given, let's say you want to build a chatbot, so nothing now you need to do from scratch, right? You can just like, let's say, create a chatbot, like they have already given the code with you. You can start using it. See, they have even handled this session state and message, right? So the thing is that with Streamlit, usually one issue is there, I think, on every user action it refreshes, so you can just have to maintain the session so that everything works. You're able to see that what kind of an app it is. So it is a good chatbot, guys. Okay, this is a good chatbot which they have like built. If you click on file QA, so you can just like upload any file and directly chat with it. Then chat with search. So guys, chat with search. So you're able to see that it is able to, I think, integrate agents as well. So guys, this is what Streamlit can do, right? Now the thing is, what people say is that this doesn't look so nice. So guys, obviously to me it looks okay, but just understand, if you want to, let's say, go for an application which is like more towards an idea of like not being used as an internal tool. So guys, see, if something is to be used as internal tool, it's okay to go with Streamlit. But let's say you want to build something and that is out in there in the public, and I have seen a lot of AI developers struggle with the idea that they want to build a product but they don't know what is the right front end for it, right? Because see guys, you are AI developers, you would have good knowledge of deep learning, neural network, ML, okay, statistics or whatever, let's say Python. But directly guys, Python is not directly being used to, let's say, integrate with like HTML and all those things. So for that you need a framework of JS guys. See, to me this chatbot looks like okay. It's good for any internal product you want to build, any POC you want to do. Maybe can handle 100 users, maybe can handle 500 users as well. But the main thing is guys, one day someone was telling that I built a Streamlit app which is served to 500 users. That is okay. But the question is not that how many users it is serving. Question is that what is the number of concurrent requests that are coming. Right guys, these type of things usually you need to understand on granularity. That see, Streamlit is good, you can go by it, but then you know what I'm trying to say, right? It is nowhere near the functionality JS offers. So if you really want your thing to look aesthetically pleasing, I'm sorry, you can't go by any Python framework. You need to choose between React or Angular or any other JS based framework. Okay. Then guys, Chainlit. So guys, Chainlit is lately becoming little popular. If you would just search Chainlit. So I have also done some bit of work on Chainlit, and I even have a YouTube masterclass on it so that you can also see. So guys, see, Chainlit is also good, but again, it is just for chatbots, right? It's just for chatbots. If you want to build a chatbot, I think Chainlit could be a good thing. And the good part is they have built it on the async framework, right? So I have a video on async as well. So they have built it on async framework, so it helps you like quickly get a chatbot ready, let's say in an hour, right? That's all it's gonna take, because the interface and everything is coded up. You just need to like get this thing like message dot content. You just need to make sure that one variable is set in a way that they want it to be set. Rest all is done. But again guys, always like there are multiple aspects to this discussion, and on that note I'll just give you some comments which would really help you understand. So whenever you're building a project, go by Streamlit, Chainlit and Gradio. Let's say your project is becoming complicated, choose JavaScript. Let's say it is even more complicated, right? Always keep the order like this. So then use React or Angular, right? So some people might find like basic DOM you can study, document object module. It's not very difficult. Most of the times you'll be able to pull off things by this for your project purpose. But let's say you want to showcase some demo and make it more pretty, you can use JavaScript. But the moment guys you're looking for more features, right? Let's say this should come, that should come, that will happen, like which is your user interface creativity, right? So guys, I'm sorry, for that you need to use any framework of JS only. So as a AI developer guys, it's okay, you might not be able to code the entire system yourself. Take help of people in front end line and all those things. So that's how it works. Just try to obviously recall that what is the best use case for each, right? That is the best thing. So for Gradio, let's say you have built an ML app, right? You want to give your business user an ML app, right? So obviously you will go for Gradio, right? Why on earth you need any other framework? Let's say you are using Chainlit. So guys, obviously whenever you want to build a quick chatbot with a decent interface, I think Chainlit is great at it. Let's say guys, you want to build, you're doing Streamlit, you can do ML apps in Streamlit, you can do chatbots in Streamlit, you can do visualization apps in Streamlit. Everything is possible. Let's say you want to make a system such that user is going to upload their data and then you need to render a dashboard. Everything can be done in Chainlit. Then guys, like let's say you want to build a chatbot. So I have like built some chatbots which are there on my YouTube channel. and all of them mostly I think are using JavaScript or Streamlit, but JavaScript is very much used. So as I said guys, even I don't know a lot of JavaScript, but I understand a bit of it, so that I take help of AI tools so I can generate JavaScript based code and check it. But guys, see, always remember that you need to think wisely. Okay, it's not that everything can be done by AI. You can try it. See guys, don't trust me, try out AI models. Okay, try out and try to see where do they fail. It's a very important thing which no one talks about. The problem is that the people using it don't like understand it fully, that where do they fail. Try it out guys, you can try it out yourself, try to challenge it, that hey, can you do this, can you do that, can you do that, because see guys, UI UX wise, it's all your creativity, right? User interface is very very important, right? Satya, the CEO of Microsoft, is like UI for AI. Why does he believe that now the AI is made, but it needs an interface for people to communicate? It's his tagline, UI for AI, which is so true, guys. If you would look, a lot of AI is built, but a lot of people, specifically in enterprises, are having difficulties to integrate LLMs because, see, like, what would be the product shipment, right? People want to use things in the most efficient and simpler manner, and often you would find that the data science team lacks capabilities to design like using these three things. They often have capabilities in these three things, and 50% time it does the work, but 50% time it doesn't work. So guys, you need to take a call. I mean, I don't want to tell you that hey, learn UI yet, but I mean, it's more on the lines of to what extent you want to fetch your learning, to what extent you want to become a developer, right? So, guys, see, the main thing is, this is my personal belief. I'm not sure how much of this is correct or not, but I think, guys, the theme UI for AI is exceptional. Just look at the products which have really made big using AI. So as far as I know, one is Cursor. So there's a dedicated video about Cursor on my YouTube channel. It works exceptional. Why? Because of UI. So there is Notebook KLM by Google. I have a YouTube video for that. It's exceptional interface. It's exceptional, and even Google is making so nice products, right? It's not that the LLM is not there. Guys, see, LLM has been there from 2023 onwards, right? We are almost at 25. So LLM is there, but organizations are having difficulties in giving it the right interface because often you would find people lack JS based skills, and then the thing is that hey, it doesn't look good, doesn't suit our brand theme and other blah blah stuff which managerial people talk about. But the main thing is, if you can ship ML apps using Gradio or Streamlit works. If you want to just build a chatbot using Chainlit works. If you want to build an enterprise based application, you need to go by JS, right? And that is where guys it becomes difficult, because your front end developer needs to be involved. You need to be involved. If there is an element of authorization, session management, right, token management, API rate limit, there are so many things, right guys? Maybe message pagination, maybe database operations. These might be things which are difficult for an AI developer, so backend developer. So often guys, the problem currently with a lot of organization is that they might have ideas, but the giving those ideas the interface is a big challenge. Talk to anyone who's working in real industry, okay, not doing those toy projects or just like doing some random posts on LinkedIn. Just try to talk to them. They'll also say this, that hey, we have this thing, but we don't know how to give it an interface. But guys, always try to think this is more on the lines of, let's say you tomorrow leave your job and say I want to build a AI product. Okay guys, don't start by building like for MVPs. Streamlit is good, Chainlit is good, Gradio is good, JS is good. But the moment you want to productionize, give it to people, it should really look good, guys. So then you have to go by a framework of JS. It's very important that your application has outstanding user interface as well as user experience. Guys, look at Perplexity. I mean, yes, search is an element, no doubt, but look at their interface. Look at their design language. It's exceptional. The theme is exceptional. The subtleness is exceptional. Just look at Notebook KLM. Do you really think like once Google had Gemini, they couldn't have launched an app that would like get you podcast. It's not like super difficult for Google. Like the thing is, you Google has YouTube, and like they can like train any system to create a podcast. It's not super difficult for it. But in order to give it an interface has always remained a challenge for big organizations like Google as well. So now they are figuring it out. You look at ChatGPT, it is the best product in terms of interface, guys. Just look at this. You're able to see how clean the interface is, how subtle the interface is, how subtle the design theme is. Everything is so nice. So I'll just tell you from a product standpoint, because guys we are talking about system design. So exactly, obviously system design is technical. So we talked about backend microservices, but I'll give you some points on, just look at this product, right? Let's look at a product management level. Forget about tech. So first of all, guys, see where the this box is placed. It is placed at the center, which makes it super nice because you could just start typing. It would automatically move down. It because see, it's been designed from a principle that first when you see the screen, right, it's not that you look down, you look up, right? You look at the center of the screen. So that's why it's in the center. Look at these things which are like, what are the chat history that you have talked about. See, they have, you won't be able to see all your history at once, because see, now it is making a database query. So how efficiently they have designed the caching system, or perhaps the memory management that they have thought of, that people would be, let's say, not using history which is more than 7 days, which makes sense, right? So let's just store it into some DB. If people want to see this, then we'll make a query to DB and fetch the results, but otherwise we'll keep it for 7 days. Okay, guys. So just try to look at this interface, just try to look at this product, see how cleanly you can integrate. Everything is so subtle. It's the like one of the best products which is ever made out there. And guys, in backend also it's very difficult. Like they have made a lot of stuff in backend as well. Because let's say like you're gonna ask it, tell me something about myself based on all chats we have had. So guys, you're able to see. Okay, I'm not a PhD scholar in AI Stanford, my god. But are you able to see, guys? You're able to see. I mean, I'm not a PhD scholar in AI in Stanford. I must be experimenting with some prompts. I would have given it some uh, faking it, but that's okay. But are you able to see, guys? I mean, just look at the things that it is able to do, right? You are able to see how it is able to not only like give you the chat history in terms of session wise, right? Let's say this was session 1, this was session 2, this was session 3. It is able to manage sessions across your like time since you have logged in. So guys, something on those lines makes the things like gives them an edge. So that is why UI becomes very important. That is where your interface does the magic. That is where the magic comes in, that all of us today have access to LLMs, right? Only game is idea plus UI. Okay, so I was that day talking, like I was looking at few people and they were telling that there is something known as, I haven't used it, I'm not sure whether I'll be showing you the demo today, but let me see. Gemini deep research. Hmm. So how do we try this? How do we try this? How do we try this? So there's this tool that they have built, and they are like the interface of it looks amazing, but I'm not sure how to use it. Deep research. Hmm, Gemini.com. Gemini. I I'm not sure. I think it could be a feature which is in, what do you call that, in the advanced mode. Yeah, so even guys, if you look at their interface, it's very nice. If you just, let's say, chat, hi, help me with Python code for bubble sort. Okay, just try to look at the interface. Now let's say what you do is you say, sir, I'm gonna design a chatbot using Streamlit. Okay, now guys, tell me, like, Streamlit I think has a system in order to show this code snippet, but how difficult it would be to code this system that it can show like like Streamlit has this capability, by the way, but in vanilla things you would have difficulty in order to show code snippet, tables, latex, mathematical equations. So because of these things, guys, because of these things, we need to go by a framework which is of JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript is the language of internet, HTML, CSS, JS, and any framework. So just try to imagine, guys, we need to have systems which are that capable, right? It gave you the source as well. You can go open it. See. So this is, guys, the thing that I want you to learn specifically from user interface, that your interface needs to be, guys, amazing. So always remember to distinguish between these three things for starting up or starting just throwing out an MVP. But guys, these are the things that you would be using in industry, and no AI developer is expected to like know all these things. But guys, there are two aspects to it. One, if you're a manager, you would be managing these teams. So, I mean, I don't like managers which don't understand tech. So, you need to be good at it. And then the next thing is, guys, you need to ace these three frameworks. Like, these are bare minimum, right? So, that's pretty much it. Relax, enjoy, have a very happy new year. And, guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. A lot of interesting content is going to come up in 2025. Thanks.